Alright, so what you're witnessing here is our new off-grid homestead. We just closed on this yesterday, and we got some work to do. Have 15 acres of land, an overgrown pasture that's already fenced in, overgrown yard. That's where the garden was. It's got a little Amish home built there with a little tie for the horses. And so this is the beginning of Rambling Farms off-grid homestead. First video taken of the home. And let me give you a little bit of a tour. So this is the barn right here, and yeah, everything a barn should be, but it's dry, which is good. It's a 10 barn. Some stuff left from the previous owners. Somebody bought it from the Amish family and then ended up having a job transfer. So here's where you can feed your livestock, already set up. And then this door right here goes out to the pasture, which needs some work. Then there's a smaller pen over here for smaller animals. Okay, so that's that. And then over here, the house, and this is all Amish built. We haven't decided if we are going to tear it down and put a new one up or build off the existing one. It is a solid structure, so you could put a second story on it and do a room out the back, but sometimes it's easier just to rebuild than to try to make work. So there's the heat, the little kitchen, and somebody had come in and put all new sheetrock in. So they left this little stove, a little propane refrigerator. Come in here. There's no power, so there's no light yet. It's a bathroom and basement. It's really set up kind of weird. So if we do keep the structure, all the walls got to come down and be reconfigured. And then up here is the little sleeping loft. And it has enough room for maybe a small bed on each side, bunk beds, and then maybe a dresser in the middle. There's no closets or anything. So whoever bought the house actually ran wired. And I think this is all new sheetrock because he didn't even finish trimming out the windows. So, yeah, so there's a lot of work to be done. We're thinking right now we could at least just set up our camper, not the dog, but the RV, and use that to live in while we work on the house. Today's project is to mow the yard. I got a guy coming with a bush hog to do the field, and then we're going to pull out this well and change out the pump on the bottom to 110 so that it'll run off my solar panels. And then over here, which is a bit cool, there is a septic tank. I'm assuming it's probably right here where the grass is cleared. And then right out here, that's a little playhouse. There's going to be, my solar panels are all going to go right here. I mean, there's not even a tree to block the sun, so it'll be a perfect setup for the solar panels. I'll put some type of shed, maybe over here in this area, to run all the batteries into. And then the guy before did run power to the house with the generator. That was his generator cover right there. And then this is what comes in. So I have to figure out what he's done with the wiring and reconfigure it for my solar and then go from there. So shouldn't be too bad unless we're going to tear it down, and then that's a lot of work to tear all this out to put a house on top of it. So we just haven't decided. We just closed yesterday, and we actually don't even really have a solid plan yet. It was kind of a quick decision. It went for sale, and the day it went for sale, it had 5 offers, and we actually won it to take it as is. So there was no inspections, no nothing. They just did a title search, and that's it. The only thing they told us is that the well pump needed to be replaced, and other than that, it's our project. So it should be fun. So I'm going to unload the lawnmower, see if the dog wants to get out and run around, and start mowing. You can sit up here and chill while I mow, okay? Come on. Sometimes you just gotta pick it up. All right, I'll show you after I mow. Okay, so I just finished mowing. I started at 11:30, I finished at 5. That's with getting the mower loaded back up. It's fine, it was so tall. Some areas were probably like 2 feet tall, but I got it done. And then once all this kind of dries out and then I mow it the next time, it should be good. But yeah, that was a big job. I got a quote to get the pasture done, $400, and then the road needs to be widened and the trees cleared, and that was expensive. But they have the tools to go up 10 feet, trim everything back, and I don't, so I'm gonna have to pay that so that we can get large things down the road. But okay, tomorrow we're gonna work on the well. I was told by the realtor that I needed a new well pump. I'm happy that we have a well. I don't know if you can see down there or not. There is a little valve that hooks into the house, probably about 1.5 feet down, and it has a threaded pipe on it. Okay, so what I need to do is get one of those threaded tees that I can screw down into that threaded pipe so I can pull up on it, and then my neighbor said that he'd help me pull it out. And then what I decided to do was to get a 1/2 horsepower 110 volt pump that pumps 10 gallons per minute at 80 feet or 80 or 100 foot well. It'll pump at 8 gallons per minute. I have a holding pressure tank and a hot water heater, and the 110 volts will run off my solar once I have that done. Until then, it'll run off my generator. So that's my plan. I'm going to try that for now and see how it goes. Hopefully that'll work and it'll provide us enough water. If it doesn't, then I will put in the 3/4 pump and have to wire it for 230 volts, and then I'll have to adjust my solar accordingly. So that's tomorrow's project. Hopefully get that knocked out. The closest Home Depot is 30 miles away. There is a tractor supply, but they don't carry all the kind of stuff that I'll need. So I'm going to drive back home and then pick up the parts that I need in the morning and come back out and get it done. Say hi, Kemper. Say hi. Hi. You go, puppy. All right, so that's it for today. Thanks for watching.